Hi everybody, welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews.
Countdown to Christmas continues.
We're going through this, eh?
Just
oh my God. So today, we are reviewing the
Santa
SUMM-IT, starring Hunter King and Benjamin Hollingsworth.
But also starring Amy Groening, Stephanie Sy, and Rodrigo Balefus.
Balefus, that's a difficult name. Yes, this was written by Russell Hainline, who also wrote In Merry Measure.
Oh.
He must be a musician or something. The love of music comes through in all the ones. Those are the only other Hallmark he wrote. So.
He actually is.
Oh.
Technically a professional rapper.
Really?
He was on a reality TV show where he had to write a rap thing.
Interesting.
The director here is Jeff Beasley.
Yeah.
We just saw him directing Never Been Kissed.
He's on a roll.
Definitely. And we have a question for him.
At the end. Yeah. So, what's this one about?
Jordan returns home to regroup after setbacks and attends the town's annual celebration with friends. She bonds with Liam, but doesn't get his name before they're separated in a sea of Santas.
Sea of Santas. Yeah.
Ho ho.
Yeah. What did we think about this? Okay. When I saw the previews for this, I was certain it was going to be awful.
Yeah.
I saw this like the Matrix of Santas, that guy in the black suit in the Matrix, not like a million of them come out. I just wasn't going for it. I was like, okay, I'm also not the biggest Hunter King fan. And Benjamin, Hollingsworth, I could either take or leave.
All right.
All these red flags all over this one. But, boy, was this fun.
Oh.
I loved it. It was genuinely funny, engaging, and it keeps you invested and entertained. Yeah.
Very invested. I can usually tell how much I liked a movie by the amount of notes I took. And
no notes.
This was literally all I was able to pull away from the screen to write. And it was literally two things. Jewish reindeer, I think I wrote. Male matter DJ. Nothing.
Yeah. Me too. My notes were half a page.
Yeah, so needless to say, I loved this one.
Not only did the story work, the writing was fantastic, the jokes, the metaphors, the plot, it all worked here. Every single character, from the supporting to the leads, were incredibly strong. And it reminded me a bit of Serendipity, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
John Cusack, love. The fast pace here is great. It feels like you're in this summit with them. I guess it's kind of like a bar hopping thing, yeah?
Yeah, the Santa thing is usually, around here it's called the Santa Crawl, and it's just bars. Yeah, you go from bar to bar. I used to go to one in Toronto every year that was a lot more debaucherous.
Well, this is Hallmark.
Yeah, but I do have to say, they did a fabulous job at capturing the spirit of the event.
Yeah.
And somehow made it actually seem like it would be more fun. By adding more events that wasn't just drinking, I guess.
Yeah. I also felt like I was in a race against time, just waiting for these two to find each other.
Yeah, I mean, this has to be one of the quickest timelines we've ever seen in a Hallmark movie. It was 6 or 7 hours? The entire thing?
Yeah, the whole night, yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to see the real-time storyline much, if ever, in these movies.
Yeah. Not only was the main storyline fun, but in fact, I would say that the surrounding storylines was even more entertaining and engaging.
Yeah, I think
Ava
so, too.
and Ben, I loved them. The two nerds, I just loved them together. They were so endearing and funny. The comedic timing on these two, they were perfect.
Yeah, there was great writing, great casting with these actors, and great performances. Everything was pretty spot on.
The ending, with the solution to all of the pokerooing going around, to build her dream home out of the gingerbread at the contest, the gingerbread making contest at the end of the summit. I thought that was actually brilliant.
That was a whole, that's like a mic drop, gingerbread drop for sure.
It was great. It was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed this. When I'm so taken aback and so surprised, when I go in with certain expectations, thinking it's going to be god-awful, to be completely on the other side of that is a great feeling.
Yeah, especially, I was like, this is good for a Sunday movie halfway through it. And then by the end, I was like, no, this is a Saturday night movie.
Definitely.
They should have had this on top billing.
Or end off with the best one.
Yeah,
right? Who knows,
it definitely
right?
ended the weekend great.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's head to performances.
As I said, this was so hard to choose someone because genuinely everyone was great, really. But the standout for me here is Amy Groening as Ava. She's the math teacher who loves the Lord of the Rings. She's this big nerd we mentioned already. She's in love, but she's also gung-ho and down to party. She was cute and charming. She was insecure, but not in that annoying way that I wanted it to hurry up and find yourself. No, she was fantastic. I loved her.
She was excellent, and this is a really hard one because if I was there in the situation, like she's the one I would pick. Like I want the nerd girl, the hot nerd girl. I love that. I love that Hallmark kind
She had the glasses and
like perfect. Yeah, but like without the glasses, she's like smoke show.
Well, of course. I mean, even with the glasses, she's pretty. Like she's just very pretty.
Like Sandra Bullock, and with the glasses on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that they put that in this movie. But it was almost an impossible choice for me. I think Hunter King did a great job.
I liked her more than I usually do.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely. But the stand-up for me, I would say, is Stephanie Tsai.
The music teacher turned English teacher.
Yeah.
That was a great storyline too.
I have a soft spot for like the Grinch transformation of any character, and I thought she played that perfectly. And also the singing at the end, which I think, like I looked her up and it looks like she sings.
It sounded like her voice, for sure.
Also, both of these girls, Stephanie and Amy, are from Winnipeg.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah. And the movie was shot in Winnipeg, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I looked it up because you had thought maybe Toronto.
I know, a couple shots, I was like, oh, it's Toronto. And,
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
In the house.
Oh my God, if they did this in winter in Winnipeg, everybody would have died.
That's true. That's true.
Not possible.
Yeah. Let's get to Nit Picky. Hit Picky. Okay. A nit. For me, it was like a 5-minute long conversation about life and their dreams, like when they first meet. It really was, for me, the only plot issue I had. I would have maybe split that up a bit. Like maybe they initially meet, he finds the wallet, they have a little spark, and then maybe they meet again at the bar, and then they're getting along, and then something happens at the bar, and then they split up. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I may have done something.
It doesn't make it as rushed. I feel like that scene was necessary to the plot. And didn't they like break it up? They did. They took away from it, and then they went back to it, and they were still there to kind of show that they were really into a conversation.
It felt too long. When I was watching it, it felt too long.
I've definitely had, friends go to the smoking section for a break, things like that, and never come back, right? And, you meet somebody that you instantly connect with. You have a conversation that's just way too long.
While I was watching
it was necessary for the movie to work anyways, so like you kind of had to just bite down and let it happen.
I just felt like it was too long. Like while watching, I was like, wow, they've been talking for a really long time.
Yeah, it did. Right near the end of it, it did feel a little long. I was like, they better make it worth it, but they did. So.
Yeah. A hit. Not a hit. A hit. The cameos. Hello. This was, as I said, the side characters or the supporting characters in this one deserve as much praise as the lead.
Okay.
Everybody was fantastic. So the first cameo, Niall Matter as the DJ. That was a surprise, and that was pretty funny. I was shocked when I saw him.
It was pretty funny.
So Rodrigo Belfast, like we already mentioned, he was kind of like this side character, Freddie.
Yeah, but he was like kind of one of the main characters, so he had a lot of lines, right?
Freddie is such a great character. The Santa, outlaw, rock star who like kind of just shows up and like, hey, I'm here too, kind of thing.
The most confident guy in the world. That's why I like that love line or love story the best. Like him bringing the Grinch out of her shell and getting her to sing by the end.
They were great.
That's perfect for me. I love it.
Yeah.
And also that song's been in my head for like days. Must be Santa.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that's true. Another great side character. The reindeer rickshaw driver.
The Jewish reindeer. That's all I wrote in my notes.
The Jewish reindeer.
Jewish reindeer.
Because he looks like, oh my God, what's his name now? Jake
Epstein. He does not look like Jake.
I thought it was Jake Epstein.
Eyes. They could be in the same family, maybe.
He looked a little bit older than Jake Epstein, but I was like, oh my God, is that the Hanukkah guy?
I was like, no, they're not demoting him to reindeer.
No,
guy.
I know. No, but it was like it would have been a fun cameo.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. But on that note, his name was
Eric Athavale. Eric Athavale played Dasher. His name is Dasher.
I like that.
And he was like, he's the one that imparts like the life coaching advice while driving them around. Like, what a great written character. Like, genuinely funny and completely unexpected.
But necessary and believable, and it all worked in theme.
So funny.
And then also, there's the tree. The tree. What's his name? Fresh Pine.
Fresh Pine.
I think he was.
We don't have like confirmation on this.
No.
But we think that is the director.
We think Jeff Beasley is Fresh Pine.
Jeff Beasley, this is shout out to you for doing that. That's awesome. Because as a director, you kind of want to find your way in there.
If it is you.
If it is you.
If it is not you.
Can you confirm for us if that is you? That would be great.
If it's not you, who was it? We want to know who Fresh Pine is.
Yeah, but we think it's him. We think it's him having a little cameo in his own movie, which is fun. And then also, I loved this girl. Like, shout out to this brave, like, albeit horrible karaoke singer who at the end, after she finished singing, was like, sorry, like, my stomach really hurts. or something. I literally laughed out loud.
Yeah,
I thought that was
they
so
really
funny.
brought some good bad karaoke.
We'll show the clip.
That makes a lot of sense. Sorry, I have a sore stomach.
Yeah.
I loved, like, it was like those great small moments. I love attention to detail like that. It's so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right, let's bring up the Christmas meter.
Christmas meter, here we go. I am going to give the Santa SUMM-IT 11 pipers piping.
Wow, that's a very good score.
It's my favorite so far, I would have to say. And I thought it was going to be the worst.
I know. And I'm going to give the Santa SUMM-IT 10 moments of leaping.
Nice.
I was going to do the same again, but we just keep picking the same.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We
this is
disagreed on Never Been Christ, so,
Just barely.
well.
I mean, we still rated it exactly the same.
Oh, did you give it the same one?
We disagreed about points. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
okay, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This movie was awesome. This is kind of the
great.
one. This is sort of the one to beat.
And
this point.
rewatchability, and that's huge.
Yeah,
I would
this-
rewatch it over and over again.
This one, yeah, this one could be added to the list of watch every year
So much fun.
very easily.
Silly but fun. You know,
Silly
like,
fun, but it's got three love
Christmassy.
stories that all connect. Like, that,
Yeah.
what more can you ask for?
great characters, great character development, great character arcs. Not that many plot holes, really. I'm sure if we really dug, we could see one. All right, let's get to the Christmas list. Here we go. A Christmas party. Yes, this whole thing was a party.
Whole thing.
So
yeah.
many. We got the
Quite the
silent
party.
disco. We got the country line dancing. Like,
I
this
know.
movie
I
had
gotta
like
say,
everything.
it looked fun as hell.
Yeah.
Ice skating.
No.
It's the only thing that was missing. They had sledding though. I'm sure there was skating there.
We probably missed it in the background. Tree decorating. There was like a moment where they were putting ornaments on a
Yeah.
tree. Yes.
Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
So many. So many Santa Clauses. A hot beverage. Yes.
Yes. Snowball fight or a snowman?
Was there a snowman? There was a snowman. At the end, wasn't there a snowman?
Was there?
They were making a snowman.
I'll give it, yeah. Your turn.
Christmas market. No, I don't
No.
think it was a market.
Not really. Caroling. The karaoke absolutely counts as caroling.
Oh, does it?
For sure. I mean, it's
Oh.
you're singing a Christmas carol. Doesn't matter if you're going door to door. It's
Okay,
like
then great.
singing aloud was the other one we used to have, right?
Did we have that?
Yeah. In the beginning, singing out loud. Anyways,
Great. Mistletoe kiss.
nope.
No.
Character obsessed with Christmas.
Look, I'm gonna
I
say
mean,
everyone there's
yeah,
obsessed with Christmas, because
absolutely.
why would you
That's
do
an event.
a Santa
That's
summit?
why I went to the one I went to was called Santarchy, and it was.
Oh my gosh.
It was, and they literally handed out different carols, like ones that were kind of dirty and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was meant to be like a very British-inspired one.
Yeah.
Next, holiday tradition.
Yes, I mean, the Santa Summit is a tradition.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Quite.
And Christmas magic.
You know what? You said no, but I think so. There's definitely
Why?
magic in the air for three people
Not
that have a night like
explicit.
that. It for me, it also
Okay, it brought them all
it had
together.
a timeline very similar to The Night Before, which I keep mentioning because I love that movie.
Right.
Just about the friendships, how they leave each
So
other
you say
and they
yes.
come back apart.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, fine. I'm all for
It's
Christmas
a different
magic.
type
So
of Christmas magic. It's just not. Like,
I'll agree with you then. I'll agree with you. It's
Anyway.
a different kind of magic. Maybe we're just biased because we really liked this movie and we were very pleasantly surprised
Yeah.
by it. You should definitely check it out if you have not.
Absolutely, this one was excellent. But let us know what you thought.
How would you rate it on the Christmas meter? Let us know in the comments below.
Yes, and this is probably the last day for the contest. So
That's
get your submissions in. And
We'll have a link to the video in the description box below.
And we'll be announcing the winner
Very soon.
Friday night.
Yeah, very, very soon.
Anyways, we'll see you back next week. Happy countdown to Christmas, and we'll see you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.